Oh wait, I think I screwed something up. Hold up. Let me. Please don't tell me I fucked that up. No. Yes. Here we go. All right. So we're good. We're good.
Let's go.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Forever, ever. We coming for you. I am a god.
What's wrong with you, man?
I will find him!
The Force will be with you, always.
Let's go. Forever, forever, ever.
This is not a drill. I repeat, it is not a drill. It's going down. We got a trailer. We got a trailer talking about some love and thunder. It's your boy Freddie Roy, the homie Lavish Blackman. We are the Mayne authority, and you know we had to get in here and talk about this Thor Love and Thunder trailer, man. Holy shit, bro, what's good?
What it is.
What it
got
do?
me hyped.
Bruh.
I am ready to go.
Oh man, like so much craziness, man. Like
Facts.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, bro. I wasn't ready, man. What's good, everybody? What's going on? Let me see some emojis in the chat right off rip. I need to know what you feeling about that trailer, man. How that trailer feel?
Find that hammer emoji and drop it.
Yes. Yes.
Put the hammer down.
Do it.
Because they did. And I feel like that's why they did not worry about putting this trailer out, man, and advertising this whole time. Because they knew. They knew.
Of course they did. Of course they knew. They knew, man. Come on.
They dropped the hammer. They dropped Stormbreaker.
Yes.
They dropped everything.
Everything, man. But look, what's up? I see you in the chat, Seals. What's good, Best Carboner? I see you, Apar Abby, always in here showing love. Dar's Chaos, what's up? Bro, can we talk about some Gore the God Butcher real quick?
Go ahead.
Can we please speak on that?
Gore.
Because everybody saw the toy leak and was like, I don't know, man. He looking kind of dusty, man. I don't know. Bruh. Gotcha for real, right?
Gotcha.
Boy, look, I've been saying this, man, and I've been saying this for the longest. But eventually they gonna get smart with these toy leaks. And maybe this is the first sign of it where they hit you with the leak, but the leak is more of a diversion a little bit because you don't get to see the full, like, bossed up version of the character. You get kind of like the bare bones looking, you know, him kind of before he's level up or whatever. Gore looked like he ain't playing no games, man.
Right. That's exactly what they did. They dropped that low level Goku on you. They didn't hit you with the Super Saiyan. They hit you with the low level.
Yeah, man. And not only that, what I think is dope about it is the contrast. Because when they show the scenes with Gore, you notice like right here, you notice how it's like that black and white vibe where it's like all like the color is just void. Like, right, man, I'm feeling this, bruh. I'm feeling this. Like, I was already ready for this movie, but this trailer right here.
This was something
What's
different.
up, man? Yeah, it was. This was hilarious too, bro. I was just
even
like,
the trailer.
That man say you flick too hard.
Yes.
That was up, man. That was dope, man. What was you thinking though, man? Let me know. First reaction, straight
Oh
up.
man, my first reaction straight up is like it just like seeing everything. I'm still kind of overwhelmed. I'm still a little overwhelmed. It's weird seeing Christian Bale
Yeah.
in the MCU anything. So I'm kind of adjusted to that. You got my man Russell Crowe up in there.
Yes.
So and doing something funny. I always like kind of seeing him do something funny, especially watching him come off of things like Gladiator.
Yeah.
And Beautiful Mind. Like he's such a serious actor. So to see him be laid back in certain properties, especially like this, is like yes, let's go. Ready for that. I'm ready to see how they play up the love interest between Jane Foster Thor and Thor himself. I had minor gripe.
What's that, man? What's that?
When you get to see Thor in the new suit, it's dope, by the way. In that helmet though, man, he's like Jane.
Yeah,
CGI.
man.
It's at least 3/4 cooked, but it ain't. And I don't know if they put any seasoning on that scene.
I wonder though, because if you think about it, if you go back, the first teaser when they showed him when she took Mjolnir, he didn't have on a helmet. So is that a different scene? Did they throw a different scene as a curveball in the teaser, or is this one the curveball?
Right.
Like, which one is it? Because I can see, like, looking at some of the other scenes, you see him in that same costume, but it looks like there's even a difference in the costume that he had on in that one scene from the teaser, and then this one looks like it's got a little bit more of the blue in it.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to go back and check that teaser again, man, because I think it's like, I think it's that it might be a little bit of that misdirection going on, man.
I think so. I think so. I wouldn't mind it if it is though. That would be a great explainer for that.
Yeah, man. And this, like, I'm right there with Fanjecture, man. Like, this movie looks like it's on a scale that is like turning Thor up to 100, bro. Like, Ragnarok kind of took it into that like bombastic like territory, of course, with Taika Waititi directing it. But this is like Taika Waititi on steroids, bro. Like, this is him really. You could tell that, like, just from this trailer, my dude is finding his like comfort zone in terms of the MCU and how he can like maximize his own flavor and still give you an MCU movie. That's what I see in this trailer so far, man. Is it's like he's definitely starting to feel himself a little bit, man.
Right. Facts. And look, everybody is probably trying to go live right now. I'm pretty sure that they got like 100,000 people trying to watch this trailer.
Facts.
And other people trying to cover it. So I appreciate y'all who's hanging with us through whatever technical difficulties y'all are experiencing.
Yes.
I am pretty sure it is not us.
The internet is broken.
Yes.
From the Thor trailer, man, because your boy got that fiber and is still over here like something going on.
It's like, something's going down right now. People stop watching the game. Everybody at the game is probably on their phone trying to watch this trailer right now.
Right.
So, like, come back, check the rewatch, and you already know we're gonna elaborate a hell of a lot more come Saturday.
Yes.
We just could not.
Yeah, we could not let this one roll through and not speak on it, man. Like, just watching it, man, it's just so much. Like, I am really digging Christian Bale, bro. Like, I just keep I'm like, man, I was kind of iffy, to be honest. Like, it's Christian Bale, so you know he's gonna kill it. But I was just like, you know, you've done the DC thing, bro. We seen you do that. We seen you turn up in Shaft way back in the day. But what do you got for Marvel, man? How you gonna come in and adapt to Marvel? Same thing with Russell Crowe, actually, because you know we got him as Jor-El in Man of Steel. So I was like, you know, how is that transition gonna look? I know that wasn't that deep of a role for him, but I always pay attention to that, you know, when they cross over, like when actors cross over to see what they bring. But this right here, man, like, I'm gonna just go on and say this real quick. Take notes, Star Wars. Take notes. This is when you want to build up some hype for a movie.
Facts.
This is the way you build up hype for your movie, man.
Right.
This is the way. Look, that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about speaking on anything new. We know we got Obi-Wan this week. Can't wait. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, this is This is it, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm
this is
loving the
totally it.
dynamic with Jane and how he's like the boyfriend that never let go.
Yeah.
And my man had it down to like the hours. He was on his Brian McKnight 6 months, 8 days, 12 hours type ish, man. I
Yes.
was like, I'm feeling that. That's what's up, man.
Yes. And now I'm actually interested in like what parts of the storylines that they give Jane Foster. You know,
Yeah.
like what Easter eggs did they drop for her? Because this movie, just from the trailer, looks heavy, very laden with some Easter eggs in there. They pulled some things straight out of the comics. So I'm just curious to know what else is in this that is this going to be one of the first MCU movies that you can pick up a comic book to and kind of read and watch along? And if they are successful at this, will we see more of that? Because I do think I like the fact that it has its taste of uniqueness to it. I'm fine with that, but I still think it's always a good bit of fan service to pull from comics.
Yeah.
Even if it is almost
Absolutely.
verbatim. Like that is what we are kind of watching for. Yes, we're going to make new moments and new memories of the stuff that you put in there that's unique to the movie, but we are
Right.
still looking for that taste of, hey man, that's Thor issue number whatever, that's Spider-Man issue whatever. So I hope that they do more in this and it's successful, and then we can get that more in the future, especially by the time we get to something like Daredevil. That would be hot.
That's what's up. Yeah, no doubt. And I see some comments, man. I want to make sure I'm not speaking on it wrong, but it looks like some people are saying like Thor is a little too goofy in the trailer. I see TT said he's not going to see it. Hard pass. Fur said, isn't Thor goofier than Bill Murray in Ghostbusters? I don't know. I was expecting it, but maybe not as much. I mean, like, to me, this is Thor's lane, man. This is Thor in pocket for this version of the MCU. Because like, just being real, as much as I enjoyed the first two Thor movies, I felt like Thor he hadn't found a place yet. Like as a character, he really didn't have like a lane with when you stack him up with the other Avengers. And then when Ragnarok dropped, it was like, this is perfect. Like I want to see this Thor, like Ragnarok Thor doing what Ragnarok Thor was doing, kind of bringing that comedy piece into it, kind of being like, you know, like the muscle bound, like meathead kind of, yeah, exactly. And so
but
this
it's not
just
really dumb, but
right, kind of hard to go, but just like not really thinking it through all the time. But this is really where I think we'll see, and this is just kind of looking at the trailer, we might see a little bit of an evolution in this one, like in terms of him still being goofy Thor, but being a little bit more, by the time he gets to the end of it, he might be a little more focused, because it might take Jane to do that. Like Jane, that might be the dynamic here, is that, you know, you get that story of how there's always every Mayne has that one Mayne. We know we always got that one that gets you to act right. All of a sudden now you thinking about doing your taxes early. She got you saving for retirement, eating healthy, you're exercising more, man. We know what it be like when you get that one in your life, and maybe that's what this is about to be, man. Maybe Thor's gonna have him that one now, so he's gonna be able to be a little bit more grounded. But I still like the funniness, man. Like I think that comedy, especially between the two of them, because imagine some of that dialogue between them and some of that chemistry that's gonna pop, man. Like I just see it. I see it being dope, man. What about you?
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't see the comedy in it being any kind of issue, especially if people love Ragnarok. I thought that between the Dark Worlds and Ragnarok was a huge leap in how they handled Thor, especially in the comedy aspect. Like I feel like there's no reason why they shouldn't at least, I wouldn't say lean in it too hard, of course, but at least keep the vibe of that. And I feel like that's what you do. Like Thor is definitely the character that you can get away with doing that with. Right. So no, I agree with everything that you said. They definitely don't need to change that dynamic. I'm pretty sure him and Natalie Portman, Chris Hemsworth got some good chemistry going. That's gonna be fun. They got Korg in there. Yes. So that's gonna keep it fun. Yeah, I'm ready for it, man.
Star Wars MCU OG ready for some more Korg too. So they're ready to see some more Korg. That's what's up, man. Korg is hilarious, man. Like Korg is funny as hell, and that's what I want to see, man. I just want to see. I want to be able to go into this movie and just have fun. Like we get, especially when you look at No Way Home, was kind of that serious movie, if you will. Like it was a lot of stakes involved with that. Doctor Strange was like that borderline creepy horror type movie. Had a lot, again, a real serious tone to it. So now we get to go back to like that Guardians Thor flavor and just like have fun with the movie. And I think that's a perfect little change of speed for where we are with the movies and stuff right now, because I think that'll segue really well into She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and all of those shows as we kind of shift going into the second half of 2022, man. But like right. Thor's going look, I mean, every time I see this Gore the God Butcher, bro, I'm like, yeah, man, come on, bro. Like, I like that. I'm liking it.
Yeah, and they're teasing you with it too. So that just makes me feel like he's just gonna get more and more dope. I feel like what they showed with him, I guess that's the part where he's saying he makes that vow, is more or less like his home world. And then what we're seeing of him where he's finally getting a little bit of the black fluid and facing off like even here. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like he's done. I don't feel like that's like the complete final version of maybe that's just me fanboying, and maybe they still probably pull that from the comics. But I mean, even if that is it, that still looks dope right there. So, and I guess they probably couldn't have a semi naked ghoul looking thing on screen.
Right,
either. It being they're trying to make it funny and lean in for the kids. I can tell. I mean, they have some adult jokes in there too, but it doesn't seem completely off from the fact that kids could watch it. That's still something I think a child would laugh at. So, they definitely did it on this trailer, and it's not too far away. We ain't got much longer to wait to catch this.
July 6th?
I believe so.
Man, that's right around the corner, man. Before we know it. We know it, man, we're gonna be Thored out, but
July 8th. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
I knew it was 8th. I didn't know if it was next month or the month after, but yeah, July 8th. And for this to be like one trailer, and we got just over a month, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another trailer, and then
we'll definitely
trailer. So that is gonna be...
and leave it to Fanjextra. Said you catch the pixelation on Thor's ass, we're gonna get some sweet Hemsworth bootay. We know you checking for it, Adam, and that's all good, bro. Hey, you let us know how you enjoy that, man.
It's gonna replace that CGI water.
There you go. It'll be You mean he's gonna actually get a new screensaver?
Hey, yep. It's gonna be Thor's.
It's gonna be Thor's bootay.
Getting flipped too hard.
Look. Next thing you know, Adam's gonna do like a one-time only debate 8 on best MCU asses. This is gonna be Thor, Captain America.
Don't
win. Watch, you know it's coming, bro. You know it's coming.
Yes.
Facts. Oh man, he said, "Hey, Norman's the nerd. Say they ain't gonna have shit on Thor's Hulk's ass." Hey,
right?
Hey,
Hulk shouldn't even be included. Hulk too thick for that, I suppose.
Hey, man.
I suppose.
We'll leave that. I mean, we'll see how that play out, man. That's
But moving on.
I
do agree with the homie though. It does look like this movie is on a massive, very massive scale.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm still holding out hope. I doubt that there's anything in this movie about it. But if we get any kind of sighting of Beta Ray Bill, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, man.
Here's what I'm hoping for that too.
Okay.
I'm also hoping that if they do decide to put Beta Ray Bill in the movie, that they don't tell nobody. They try their best to keep that being the best kept secret on the leak, because I think that's a Captain America picking up a hammer moment.
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
Facts. Especially with the fact that they kind of teased it in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because it's like, people want to see it. It's the same way, like you said, just like in Age of Ultron, they teased Cap with the hammer in Ultron, and everybody got hyped for it, thinking he was actually gonna lift it. And then you pay that off in Endgame. This would be the perfect moment to do the same kind of thing with Beta Ray Bill and pay that off now in this movie. I'm like, that'd be dope. That would definitely be dope, especially when we're getting so many different variations of Thor in this. It looks like already. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be. I think we have a pretty good chance of getting Beta Ray Bill, bro.
Facts.
Indeed.
I think we got a good chance, but I'm holding out. I see they were riding on the chariot, so I was kind of hoping. Cause see, that's cut. When you look at that angle that they just put on there, riding the chariot, That's cut. Like who else
is
is on there? And it is canon in the comics for it to be Beta Ray Bill. But
Yeah.
again, I don't want to get my hopes too far up, but if I promise you, I will call somebody in the theater if I'm sitting in there.
Hey.
I'll probably go live from my phone. Like, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
That's what's up.
Don't do it to me. After they introduce him, they need to just have him in almost everything.
No
Or
doubt.
He better
No
be in
doubt.
almost any Thor related thing, anything in the future for me.
Now, I got a question for you because we clearly didn't see him in this movie, and we know that he doesn't technically exist in this universe at the present. But do we get Loki in this movie at all?
In this movie, I mean, to be honest, that seems more likely on who they're cutting out on possibly being on the chariot than Beta Ray Bill. To be honest,
Gotcha.
it's between the two of them.
Yeah, no, I
Because-
agree with you with that one, 100%.
Yeah, he has a place, but it's like if they do include him, will he be? What is he a variant? Is he the one that we just seen? Like, will he have
That's
anything?
a good question.
It's like for Loki to show up now, everybody's really going to be expecting for it to be, related to that. So
Yeah. Now,
do
would
you
it
pay that off or what?
exactly? And my thing is, like, to your point, do we get the Loki or do we get a Loki? So it's like, do we get one of the variants that we saw from the Loki show popping up by chance, or do we get the official
Right.
616 variant Loki that popped out at the end or during Endgame? Like,
Right.
is that the one that we see? Because
It
I
would
feel
have
like
to be.
I feel like if you don't, and I mean, I don't think it would take away from the movie at all if you don't. But I
Right.
kind of feel like you got to have him somewhere in this movie,
Right.
just from the standpoint of Loki being, the Loki is dead. He went bye. Thanos took care of that. But the Loki from the Avengers, the one that from 2012, the 2012 Loki that ended up, do we get that one? Like, how is that? And that's going to be an interesting point too, is how does that dynamic work with, lost my train of thought, with Thor.
Diva.
Mm-hmm.
Thor, okay.
How does that work? How does that work with Thor? Because again, Thor is all he knows. Loki got his neck snapped.
Right. Exactly.
Like, he don't know. He don't realize
Well,
that there's
I feel like that would be a good plot element to keep him from being able to actually talk about what's going on with the multiverse.
right.
Like, that's something like where he's trying, like, hey, I got something to tell you. I got something, and then Thor's forever being that meathead character
Yes.
that is trying to talk about, since things that happened since he's got his neck snapped and blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
and just not paying attention until like the end of the movie. Or
Right.
each time Loki keeps trying to tell him something with Gore comes up, or something more important in the moment comes up that keeps him from doing it. So that'd be a good a plot element to keep
Post-credit scene,
everybody on
maybe?
edge. I was about to say it'd be a
Post-credit scene where he's like,
yeah,
Loki, brother, you're back. And he's like, we ain't got time for all that. You need to
Right.
come with me now.
right,
Like,
Exactly.
that would be dope too, though. I'm here
Right.
for that. I'm here for that.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
I feel like that'd be the only spot. That would be one of the best spots to put a character like Loki, because he's got way too much going on, and I don't feel like it would overshadow what's going on in the movie. But I feel like the writers would probably, either the writers or Feige or somebody would be like, yeah, we did it, but we cut it out.
Right.
type deal.
Right. Now, another
So-
question I have for you. We know the Guardians are going to be in the movie, right? But based on what we've seen from the trailer, based on what we've seen from the teaser we got, are you getting the same vibe as me that, like, they may be in the movie, but they may be out by the first act and maybe make a appearance or a cameo towards the end to kind of help
feel
out?
like-
But like,
Yeah.
they'll be more of the background.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're trying
don't-
to be like the C story.
Right, exactly.
what's
I
going
think
on, yeah.
I think that's the vibe I'm getting as well. Is that, he'll probably part ways with them early on in the movie, and then they'll probably make a cameo coming back towards the end or something like that. But yeah, I see you,
Right.
Fan Jackson. First 15 minutes for sure, man. I think it's gonna be a relatively short appearance for the Guardians in this movie. I think they'll be, because the movie looks so grand on scale, right? There's so much
Right.
going on that it's just like, I don't think you're gonna have a lot of time to focus on the Guardians, and you don't
No.
want to take away from the narrative by focusing on them as much. So I think,
Right.
15,
Yeah,
first 15 to 20,
they're out.
15 to 30 minutes for sure, they
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah, I figured the first few minutes of the movie is probably gonna go into him exercising, getting his weight down. They're gonna be talking about leaving. He'll probably ride with them for a little bit, and however they link back up with Natalie Portman, Jane Foster, that is what's gonna be the disconnect. That
Right.
you don't need them anymore, and that's that's the end of the story. Because you pretty much you don't even really see them at all in this trailer for real if you think about it.
Right.
They're not even any kind of focus. So I feel like the fact that they put them in the teaser trailer just kind of goes to show you.
Yeah, you get them for a few split seconds in this one, but like nothing major. And like I said, all of it looks like them playing the background when it does go down. But like, it's gonna be interesting to see how they like fade them out of it. But definitely don't think they'll have a prominent role in this movie.
Right. Yeah. Nah, not at all. That just leaves rooms for them to bring in people like Loki or Beta Ray Bill.
Right.
Which better be Beta Ray Bill. But again, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to go back. Let's not go backwards.
A man say, "Hey,
let's not go backwards." But I seen Darth Chaos say that this is happening at the same time that Wanda and Strange are fighting. So it would make best sense for them to just leave them all. I feel like it would best sense for the rest of this. I won't say the rest of the year, but yeah, this movie needs to take a break on the multiverse. We need some cosmic. I'm ready for the cosmic. Like I get the multiverse is happening. I get all that good stuff with all the magic in, but I need some cosmic focus because that's where our X-Men is going to come from. The way it seems like they're setting it up, that's where we're going to get the Fantastic Four. That's where we're going to get people like Galactus, like the actual big bads, and somewhere in there cosmic. Even though he seems a little more grounded, or you would say magical in a sense, you're going to get some more Kang out of that cosmic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm focused at, because that's why we ain't really heard too much on what's going on with Kang and all that types of stuff. Because they're gonna have to travel places. That's not, or at least time travel. And Earth ain't gonna look like Earth when they decide to look at all that types of stuff. It's gonna look more cosmic in a sense.
Yeah.
So
well, I think the Kang thing, man. At this point, I think the Kang, they're holding back the Kang stuff for Ant-Man. No, he's gonna be the villain in Ant-Man, or one of the Kangs will be the villain in Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man is gonna be where they really take the lid off the Kang situation, and we find out more about that. And I think Ant-Man gets more like, even though he's a grounded character, I think being involved with the quantum realm is how you're gonna get that kind of crossover between the cosmic stuff and Ant-Man, in order to bridge that gap and then to introduce Kang. And so I think that'll be where you introduce him, but then it'll be interesting to see how they incorporate him and everything else going after that. Because to your point, will it be more cosmic focused, or will we see like iterations of other universes within the multiverse kind of dealing with him in their own way, like in terms of as we start to see these Kang variants pop up? Because I think that's something that's coming based on kind of what we got in that Loki finale and the explanation. I think now that, the He Who Remains is gone and the multiverse is back on again, I think now is when we start to see these emergences of Kang. And we might get, 2 or 3 iterations of Kang or variants of Kang before we actually get to like Secret Wars and that face off. Like we might actually see different versions of him in like multiple movies, shows, whatnot, in some kind of way.
Right. Well, I'm kind of curious when it comes to the variants of Kang too, because I wonder if we're ever going to see that particular He Who Remains. Because it's not, obviously when you saw the statue, it was a different one.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if we're going to get the one that we saw at the very end at all, and then see if he, if they wind up helping him to be that one, and then that's something that turned out to be an understanding that we all just didn't know about, obviously, blah, 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 story narrative. But, or are we going to see that particular one and then see him get taken out?
Well, the interesting thing about that, the really interesting thing, and I just thought about this when you said it, I think it's very likely that that's what we end up getting once it's all said and done. And I think the person to basically have him deviate from the cycle is going to be Loki. Because Loki is the one who started it, And I think what's going to happen is when it comes full circle, Loki's going to be the catalyst for things going forward. Like when the cycle's ready to start again, something's going to change. And I think Loki and his interaction with He Who Remains once we get to that point will be what ends up like necessitating or facilitating that change. Because I think it would tie everything back full circle in terms of how it even first came about. So again, I think we might have to do a video on that one, man.
We might
that
have
might
to
be a theory.
We got a bunch of little videos.
Might be a theory, man.
Yes, especially that one.
Yeah.
But yes, Jay Slide, Ant-Man is underrated. And I feel like if there's anywhere that you put the most detail on how to explain the multiverse, believe it or not, you do it in the quantum realm. Because that's all kind of like you just said, it's how you get your crossovers and you connect all those dots. And I feel like they've kind of tried to explain it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness for the movies that it was, but I still don't feel like it was a good enough example of what they mean by the multiverse. I mean, you get a small little nod explainer because red light was green in one of the verses that they went to. One of them, you get to see what an incursion looks like. So I feel like they give you details about all that types of stuff. But Quantum Mania is where you really slap them.
Right.
On how, especially with the stuff that Kang gets to do when it comes to him jumping in between times and between multiverses.
Yeah.
Like that's where you do that. So I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do in Ant-Man as well. And I'm hoping it's on the same scale as Thor.
Yes.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Got to be.
Most
yeah,
definitely.
and we apologize for the technicals. You know, we had to come out here last minute and everything. So, you know, it's been a little glitchy tonight.
Yeah. But actually at that, because it's glitchy, and now you see why we just don't randomly be popping on the damn time, we are going to, of course, circulate back to this again on the sauce this weekend. And I would say, what do you think, man? I think that's enough. We got the people.
Yeah, man, we got everybody nice and lathered up, man.
Yeah,
and, you know, it might be the man.
It
trying
probably
to find out how we got this pirated signal to get this trailer on repeat. Shout out to the homie Wallace hooking it up as usual. Wallace, I see you, boy. Good look. Wallace be doing it, man. Wallace be figuring it out, man, making it work.
No, the Wallaces. Yeah, but the internet is probably breaking right now, dude. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure everybody who's caught it live is probably lucky. I think I might even seen the Widow try to go.
Yeah, I saw that too, man. I saw everybody on, man. I was like, ain't no way we ain't getting in on this, man.
Right.
Not when the trailer was that hot, bruh.
Right. I'm pretty sure Emergency Awesome probably already dropped the video.
Somebody got the top 10 WTF moments.
Yep.
I'm sure it's a few breakdowns out there by your favorite content creators. But we so appreciate you coming and checking to find out what the main authority had to say and how we was feeling about that, man, because I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that, man. We're going to be doing these more often, so make sure you check and you got them notifications on, man. Make sure you know, you in the know, and you're down with what's popping, because there's going to be a lot of these coming, man. And like the homie said, this weekend, we definitely going to get into this a little bit more.
Yep.
Make sure you follow us on the socials. Check us on the Discord.
Yes. Check us on the Twitters. Keep us on the TikToks. I'd say watch us on IG, but
yeah, no.
IG done pissed me off. And now that IG has pissed me off, I'm gonna finish it with TikTok.
There you go.
Yeah, we be on that TikTok and mostly on the Twitters. So hang out with us, man.
No doubt. Well, like we always say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. But homie Lavish Blackman, I am your boy Freddie Roy. We are the main authority, and as always, we will catch you in the next episode. Hey.
The Main Authority.
will be with you. Always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about
The chicken!
What is thy bidding, my master?
Nice guy. Forever